Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are talking about the person who I think, no, the people who I think gonna die, who I don't think gonna die. Um, I want to say this. I want to talk about this right now because Different Brothers agreed, not agreed, but said there would be 5 deaths in season 5. No one has died yet. Murray hasn't died. 11 hasn't died. Makes sense. Steve hasn't died. Nancy hasn't died. Jonathan hasn't died. Harper didn't die. Joyce, 8, Mike, Will, Dustin, Lucas, Max, Holly, all those people hasn't died yet. And of course, Vecna. Vecna is most likely to die, or we might fail and not good. But I think we will defeat Vecna, but there will be some sacrifices, or people might die during the fight. Um, let's start off with this. 11. 11 dying. Don't want her to. I don't. I want her to live. I want her to stay alive because I love 11. And 11 is like the main reason why. Well, the real reason is Nancy is the main reason why I watch Stranger Things. Why I like Stranger Things because of Nancy. But then 11 also the reason why I continue watching. If 11 dies, like I get it because also it's hinting that she will die because 8 telling her to stay back on the bridge when it happens, and then when that disappeared, when like the bridge upside down and everything disappeared, Fegna disappear or dying, when all that gone, 11 and 8 will go with it. I hope that's not the case. I hope 11 like baits her for staying and then leave and 8 stays. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like 8. Like, I don't know. See being fishy. I don't like it. Yeah, like I say, 11 might die. And then also with 11, 8 gonna die also. Nancy. I hope Nancy doesn't die. Guess because this is also Steve is going to correlate with Nancy also. Same with Jonathan. Um, and the way Steve correlates with Nancy doesn't also correlates with Steve. And then yeah, like I said, Nancy, she might sacrifice herself for Holly and for Mike if she sees her little brother and little see her little brother in danger. She would sacrifice herself to help him, to save him, but also she might also sacrifice herself to help Holly to bring her back. It's a high chance of Nancy dying because of that, to be the older sister and saving her siblings, her older brother, not her older brother, her little brother and little sister. I hope that's not the case. I hope Nancy pulls out being alive for Mike and for Holly because I'm Mag and Holly coming back and then Nancy in there. That's gonna hurt. I'm really like, I feel like I'm able to tear up right now even think about it. Seeing Mike, Holly together, hugging out, Karen hugging, then Holly saying, "Where's Nancy?" to Mike, and then Mike have to tell that Nancy died for her and for him. Like that, uh, like this. Yeah, I know. I got a lump in my throat even talk about it. Like I have a feeling that Nancy would do that. But also, I have a feeling that Steve might do that also, sacrificing Nancy for Nancy to be alive for her, for Holly and Nancy, all them to be happy. But also Nancy would not be happy because Steve sacrificed himself for her. But also, I'll be surprised that Steve gonna die in this episode. I don't know. I hope not. I hope Nancy, Harley comes back alive. Mike stays alive. Steve stay alive. I hope that's the case, man. I finger crossed. That's what everybody hoping, right? I mean, never know what's gonna happen until we watch the final episode tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time when it comes out. Dustin. I don't think they will kill Dustin off. Don't think. I think Dustin will survive. Don't think they will kill off Dustin. If Steve does stay alive, I don't see the reason why they would kill Dustin off. Or if they do keep Steve alive, Dustin dies, and that's one like heartstring getting pulled because Steve was still alive and Steve seen Dustin die. Also, I'm gonna say this one that Dustin is like the firstborn of Steve and Nancy. To be honest, like both of them, Steve is good with Dustin. Nancy is good with Dustin. We all saw on the first season, Dustin was trying to has a crush on Nancy, try to give her pizza, and then Dustin saying, "I think to Mike, I think your sister got a stick up her butt." Yeah, I don't know. I think Dustin's surviving. Murray, he dead. He dead. If he survives, I'm gonna be surprised. But he's dead. He's dead. I like Murray, but he's dead. Joyce, don't think Hopper will let that happen. Means Joyce gonna stay alive. I don't think we'll let it happen. Also, means Joyce is, in my opinion, safe. Hopper, iffy. I think Hopper's gonna die, but I don't think they will pull Hopper dying again. They technically killed Hopper off back in season 3 at the ending. But I don't think they will kill Hopper. But at the same time, I think they will. I think they won't. But I put it sure, knowing them, they probably will. But I hope not. Mike, I keep on saying Mike is surviving. I hope. But yeah, no, Mike is surviving. No, Mike is surviving. Definitely. Gonna be on it by getting by one waterfall with 11. If 11 does pull it off and survive and came out of it. But knowing strength is how if wanted to fully end, 11 will die. And then they will have no more Tex experiments because they need 11's blood. But if 11 does survive, she could be safe for a little bit, and then a military will come and try to find her again. That was 8 says, hopefully, yeah. Who else? Holly surviving. Holly will come back and be alive. She'll be having some PTSD about all of this, but she'll be alive. Mike will be there with her. He might be with Karen, the mom, Karen Wheeler. She's surviving. They technically killed her off already. Well, not really, but I don't think they would kill off. I know she's that with Devil Brothers. Like, they're scared of killing main characters off. Unless they fucking say, fuck it, pull the trigger and kill fucking Mike 11. Or they might pull the trigger and say Mike, Lucas, Dustin, Will. Or if they want to be cool enough, kill Harley. Like, I don't think they would do that. Harley surviving, Mike would be alive, Lucas would stay alive to be with Max, Max is surviving, Dustin would be surviving. Will at the other end, on the other hand, don't think I think he's surviving, but at the same time, I think he's not surviving. But I'm like 75% sure that Will be alive, but all the other percentages, I think Will might die. I don't know. Who else? The teacher, Mr. Clark, he he might die. Let's be for real. He might die. If he's in upside down, he could die. Um, yeah. Did I name off people? Robin surviving. Vicky is surviving it. Um, who else? Um, I can't think of anyone else. Um, wait, what? Wait. Stranger Things characters. Yeah, Linda, Dr. K, or Linda Hamilton, but Dr. K. I think she's dying. She's the she's a hunt on 11. She's dying. Derek, he's just fine with Harley. Has to. Um, LT Whopper Ackers. Uh, he's a military figure working alongside Dr. K, tasked with tracking down 11. Then he's gonna die as well. Yeah, no one's now. Mark, Will gonna survive. Mike is surviving. Dustin surviving. Luke is surviving. Mark surviving. Erica, she's surviving. Has to. Don't be stupid if she doesn't. Yeah. Steve, I'm still on the edge of, but I hope Steve pulls out and be alive. Nancy, like I said, I'm iffy on her, but I hope she pulls out. Means I think Nancy will survive. Steve will most likely survive. Jonathan, I think he's dying. Uh, and I have a feeling that he might die, but who knows? See, he might survive. I don't know, but I think Jonathan would die. In my humble opinion, not my humble opinion, what I think Jonathan might die. Robin, she's surviving. Like if he does, then that would be stupid. Vicky, she's surviving. Has to. Hopper, eh. I can see him surviving, but I don't see him surviving also. If you guys get what I mean. But I think surviving. Joyce, I think she's gonna survive all of this. It'd be stupid if they kills him off. That could be stupid. Murray, I think he's dead. Like I said, dead. Karen surviving. Has to. Has to. Colonel Sullivan, if he is still alive, I don't know if he still is. But if he is still alive, he dead. Gotta remember. But if he isn't alive, well, if he is alive, he dead. Harley's surviving. Derek is surviving. Dr. K is dying. LT Lieutenant Walbert Inkers, he's dying for sir. Vecna dying. Um, yeah, that's what I think. Who I think who's gonna die, or who's I think is surviving. But I have a strong feeling with a lot of these people, like Harley surviving all of this, um, Karen surviving all of this, Murray dying definitely. Lewis had to survive. Harper, I'm on the edge of being alive. It's not. Vic is staying alive. Wap is still alive. Jonathan, like I'm on more edge of death, but as I said, that he could survive. But I'm still on leaning towards he dying. Nancy, I'm leaning on her dying, but at the same time, I am more leaning on her surviving. I mean, she is surviving this, but she could die. Steve, leaning that he'll be surviving, but he might die. But of how much they saying Steve's gonna die, she's dying, she's dying. Don't think they'll pull the trigger. But they know what the fans will do if they do kill off Steve. Don't think Steve. I think Steve's gonna survive, but he could possibly die. But I think he's surviving. But like I said, he could die. Erica, she's surviving. Max, she's surviving. She really died once. I don't think we'll kill her off again. I'll kill her off. That would be stupid. You would have killed her off already if you should have just killed her off if you're gonna kill her off. If you're gonna kill her at the end. Like, I don't get it. Means Max is surviving. It would be stupid if she doesn't survive, just because you technically already killed her. Then you brought her back alive, and then kill her off. That would be stupid, but I think she's surviving. It could be stupid if you kill off. Means you should have just killed her off when you first killed her. Lucas surviving has to. Why? Dustin surviving has to. If he doesn't, I'll be surprised. If Lucas doesn't survive, I'll be surprised. Mike, I think he's surviving. Will, I think he's surviving, but I'm at the edge of him. He could possibly die on the same day where he died 4 years ago. I don't know. And then 11. See my day. I'm on the edge of her dying. I'm on the edge of her staying alive, but I'm feeling that she might die. But it'll be stupid if she does. And yeah. That's who I think gonna die. Who I don't think gonna die. But I know there's gonna be some character I'm missing, but I'm doing the main characters. And somewhat main characters. But yeah. It's been 17 minutes talking about this. I'm gonna let you guys go. If you guys did enjoy, please drop a video, comment, subscribe, post notification about the syndromes, and we'll talk about it on the next video. Peace out.